They told you Washington works for the people. But what they didn't tell you is how billions of your tax dollars have been funneled into the pockets of corrupt politicians, right under your nose. Tonight, we're pulling back the curtain on 10 of the most shocking financial scandals in American politics that the mainstream media either ignored or deliberately buried. From secret bank deals to shady foreign donations, these are the stories they never wanted you to hear. And trust me, you'll never look at these politicians the same way again. Number 10. Maxine Waters and the Family Bank Rescue. During the height of the 2008 financial meltdown, Representative Maxine Waters of California used her influence to set up a high-level meeting between Treasury officials and executives from One United Bank, a bank where her husband served on the board and held substantial stock. That meeting led to the bank receiving $12 million in TARP bailout funds. This wasn't just a bailout. It was a lifeline that directly benefited her family's financial interests, using taxpayer money. Mainstream outlets reported on the crisis as a whole, but gave little sustained coverage to Waters' role, avoiding a scandal that could damage a prominent progressive figure. You know what's ironical? Waters has built a career publicly blasting Wall Street greed, while privately greasing the wheels for a bailout that served her own circle. Number 9. Chris Dodd and the Friends of Angelo VIP loans. Senator Chris Dodd of Connecticut, then chairman of the Senate Banking Committee, quietly received special mortgage deals from Countrywide Financial through a secretive program known as Friends of Angelo. Named after CEO Angelo Mozilo, the program gave influential figures discounted interest rates, waived fees, and preferential terms, perks the average American could only dream of. Dodd was one of the key lawmakers overseeing housing and banking policy in the run-up to the 2008 collapse. His personal gain came at a time when he should have been holding Countrywide accountable, not cozying up to it. The failure to regulate predatory lending practices cost millions of Americans their homes and life savings. The man tasked with protecting the American homeowner was secretly cashing in from the very predators destroying them. Number 8. James Comer and the Shell Company secrets. Representative James Comer of Kentucky, known for leading high-profile investigations into the Biden family's finances, has himself been accused of using shell companies and opaque real estate transactions to hide assets and avoid public disclosure requirements. While he has denied wrongdoing, documents show that multiple property deals were conducted through LLCs that kept his personal stake out of official filings. Comer's position as chair of the House Oversight Committee gives him enormous power to investigate corruption, but using corporate structures to skirt rules erodes public trust and makes it easier for corruption to flourish unchecked. While conservative and liberal outlets have both covered his investigations into others, few have deeply investigated his own financial practices, preferring the political theater over equal scrutiny. The self-proclaimed corruption fighter may have been playing the same game all along, just with the spotlight pointed at someone else. Number 7. Eric Adams and the illegal foreign donations. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has accepted illegal campaign contributions and lavish gifts from foreign nationals, ranging from luxury hotel stays to first-class flights. Federal investigations have been launched, but the story has received only limited media attention. Accepting foreign money in American political campaigns is illegal precisely because it risks national security and policy being influenced by outsiders with vested interests. These donations could have swayed decisions on urban policies and contracts worth millions, potentially compromising the integrity of America's largest city government. While preaching progressive values, Adams may have been playing a dangerous game behind closed doors, letting foreign interests buy influence in America's political capital. Hey, if you've been digging this video so far, drop a quick like to let me know you want more content like this. Also, what do you think? Have you heard these stories before, or is this all new to you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Number 6. George Santos and the hidden financial web. Newly elected Congressman George Santos has been under fire for a tangled web of financial irregularities, including unreported income, suspicious bank accounts, and undeclared assets spread across multiple shell companies. Despite ongoing federal and state investigations, Santos has repeatedly denied wrongdoing. Santos's case exposes how lax financial disclosure laws allow politicians to hide their true financial status from voters, potentially masking conflicts of interest and corruption. This financial opacity undermines democratic accountability, letting elected officials profit in secret while pretending to serve the public. Santos is the poster child for a system that enables politicians to mask corruption behind legal screen smokes, proving that in Washington, appearances can be deceiving. Number 5. Kamala Harris and the shadow fundraisers. Before becoming vice president, Kamala Harris was reportedly linked to a series of private fundraising events hosted by shadowy PACs and donor networks, some of which funneled money from corporate lobbyists and foreign entities into her campaigns. These funds often bypass transparency rules, raising serious questions about influence and accountability. Such opaque fundraising undermines the democratic process by allowing unelected special interests to buy access and sway policies without public oversight. Corporate donors behind these shadow PACs have pushed policies that benefit their industries at the expense of working Americans, while Harris's campaign reaped millions in untraceable support. While projecting a reformist image, Harris's campaign was quietly fueled by the very interests many of her supporters claim to oppose. Number 4. Adam Schiff and the insider trading allegations. Representative Adam Schiff, a prominent Democrat known for leading high-profile impeachment efforts, has faced allegations related to suspicious stock trades. Reports suggest he engaged in timely stock sales and purchases that coincided suspiciously with confidential information obtained through his committee roles. This represents a blatant abuse of power, where sensitive information was potentially used for personal financial gain. Such insider trading is illegal and erodes public trust. These trades may have saved Schiff and his associates millions of dollars, while average investors suffered losses during volatile market periods. Despite the serious nature of the allegations, Schiff's story has been underreported in mainstream outlets, which tend to focus on his political battles rather than potential personal misconduct. The man publicly championing government accountability may have been quietly profiting from inside knowledge, highlighting a deep hypocrisy. Number 3. Bob Menendez and foreign gifts. Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey came under federal investigation for accepting lavish gifts and perks from a wealthy Florida doctor named Dr. Solomon Melgen, who was later indicted on charges of Medicare fraud and bribery. These gifts included private jet rides, luxury vacations at exclusive resorts, expensive artwork, and other high-value favors. The purpose of these gifts appeared to be influencing Menendez's political actions and public statements in favor of Melgen's interests. Menendez reportedly used his political influence to support Melgen in various matters, including visa approvals and other government-related issues. This scandal is a stark example of how some politicians exploit their positions of power to obtain personal financial benefits and luxury perks, completely at odds with the interests of the public they're supposed to be serving. Such conduct severely undermines public trust and damages the integrity of the American political system. Beyond the financial corruption, this case highlights systemic problems around oversight, accountability, and ethical standards in politics, issues that continue to erode public confidence and hinder meaningful reform. Number 2. Nancy Pelosi's real estate maneuvers. Speaker Nancy Pelosi and her family have been linked to a series of high-stakes real estate transactions that critics say capitalize on insider knowledge of upcoming legislation and infrastructure projects. These deals involved multi-million-dollar property flips and investments timed perfectly with legislative actions benefiting those areas. Using privileged information for personal gain undermines the principle that elected officials serve the public interest, not their own pockets. While Pelosi was championing laws affecting housing and urban development, her family profited handsomely, raising serious ethical questions about conflicts of interest. Pelosi's political power extends beyond policymaking into amassing personal wealth tied directly to the laws she helps pass. Number 1. Joe Biden and Hunter Biden Business Network. Multiple investigations have uncovered that President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, used his family name to secure lucrative business deals abroad, in China, Ukraine, and other countries. Evidence suggests that some of these deals may have involved payments and contracts that indirectly benefited the Biden family, raising concerns about pay-to-play schemes. This represents a massive conflict of interest and potential corruption at the highest level of American politics. The president's family profiting from foreign business while he holds the country's highest office undermines public trust and national security. Taxpayers and voters are left in the dark about how these financial entanglements may influence foreign policy decisions. While Washington plays a game of denial, the financial ties of the Biden family reveal a shadow network profiting from political power. As you've seen, this is just the tip of the iceberg. When financial corruption runs rampant at the highest levels of power and the media turns a blind eye, the only way to fight back is through awareness and public pressure. As a responsible citizen, you must demand transparency, accountability, and justice. If this video opened your eyes, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends and family to help our voice grow louder. And don't forget, our next video will dive even deeper into a hotter, more hidden topic. So make sure to ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of our eye-opening exposés. Until next time,
Stay alert and stay informed.